Hello and welcome to the Penalty Box.
If you are firm and you are sure that you can move and you can score.
I'm Peter Clottey, and today we will be looking at some of the friendly matches being played by these teams that will be playing in Brazil. Some of these teams are coming to the United States to acclimatize themselves with the weather conditions here ahead of the World Cup. As usual, I have my experts here, and we will be looking at some of these issues in the run-up to the World Cup. So guys, a lot of these teams are coming to the U.S. to acclimatize themselves. The weather conditions here, you're talking about humidity and the heat. A lot of friendly matches too are being played. What are your views?
Well, Peter, world #1 Spain training right here in Washington as we talk. They set up Catholic University as their training camp. They'll be here for a few days, and then they're going to play El Salvador, I believe, in a friendly match. So the Spaniards, that's a pretty good saying. That's a pretty good vouch for Washington that they're training right here. It's not quite hot in Washington yet, but I agree with you. I think they want those hot conditions.
And we look at Nigeria is also coming to the United States. So although they're from an African country, this is an ideal place for them to acclimatize to. So
when you look at some of these players that will be missing at the World Cup, you're talking about Theo Walcott of England, Nico Crenshaw of Croatia.
And don't forget Gareth Bale. I'm sorry for them, but he played for the Wales, so maybe he should reconsider to change his country of like Diego Costa did, because he is Brazilian, you remember, and now he took a Spanish citizenship, so maybe he'll play against Brazil.
Well, Suarez is might lose out because he had a surgery on his knee. Sometimes it takes about 10 weeks in order to be fully fit, and at this higher level, it's not clear if you'll be able to compete at that level with just coming out of injury. I mean, what do you say, man?
Well, if we talk about Suarez, Peter, Black Stars fans might say it's poetic justice that he misses this World Cup. We hope he does recover, but I remember 4 years ago what happened in that quarterfinal between Uruguay and Ghana didn't quite turn out in the Black Stars' favor.
Unfortunately, there is a lot of good players who will not be part of the World Cup. I mean, I would mention Ibrahimovic, Lewandowski from Bayern Munich. This is the biggest 1 month in their 4 years career. So
I mean, even if you look at some of these teams practicing and having friendly matches, that gives the coaches the ability to assess the team, the strengths, and possibly, absolutely, and those who are able to are not so lucky to get injured, then they could be replaced before the June 2nd deadline. So have you been impressed with the friendly matches at all?
not really. Looking at like the U.S., when you see that they've dropped Donovan, he wasn't chosen. So he's the darling of America. People go to watch so they can see him play. So I wasn't impressed. I mean, they won on their first friendly, but I wasn't impressed with the play.
It's going to be very interesting what kind of team will U.S. be in this World Cup. Because first of all, Klinsmann, when he didn't invite Donovan, sent a message to the younger players.
Exactly.
If you are good, you're going to play. If not, I'm sorry that you score 50+ goals.
I heard people say that when you look at the age of the American team, sometimes it's opportune for coaches to give the young ones an experience. So we'll see what happens. But what do you say?
I think it's good for the coaches to also reach out to the younger generations, because you're looking at the future of football. And you're looking at also a generation now that is perhaps techie-savvy. They want to see young players playing, although you cannot take away from the experienced players. So it's a give and take, really.
Let me be clear. There is no weak and strong selections during the World Cup. Everybody can beat anybody. So there's the beauty to choose young players or old players, because it's only 90 minutes game. So
and also, like a team like Cameroon, Peter, you have Eto'o, the senior player, 34, I think. But in a way, he can lend his experience to those younger players and say, this is what to expect. You know, this is what the fans are going to be cheering. You know, he can sort of maybe calm things down for those younger players.
You know, sometimes when you have experienced people in the team, they are able to tell the young ones what to expect, calm down, we can come back, you know, encourage them among other issues when things don't go necessarily well during the course of the game. Well, Express, thank you very much for joining us. This is about all time will permit us for today. I'm Peter Clote. See you next time in the penalty box. Bye for now.